Where's the camera? I didn't write nothing I said tonight. It's all been on these cue cards, and I'm just gonna keep reading them.
Yes, hunty. Yeah.
So yeah, tell your story. No. The truth don't need motivation. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this.
No. The truth don't hear. Nobody knows why liars lie. 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 Nobody.
What up, everybody? My bad. I just went live 30 minutes ago and had no sound. Okay. I had my mic on low. So my bad. Hopefully we can still get through this. I just wanted to get right into it instead of having anybody wait 10 minutes. It was such a good review and I didn't get none of it on tape, bruh. But anyways, I ain't gonna cry over spilt milk. Now, I believe I started with Married to Medicine because it really wasn't giving anything. So let me get into it. Basically, everyone just started to rehash about the verbal altercation Greg and King had. And let me say something. I like the outfit Toya had on. I was like, damn, that's how she be dressing for her husband. I said, that's what I'm trying to do with my life. Okay. Anyways, that's irrelevant. So basically the guys get together with Greg to see if there's any resolution to the whole incident with Greg and King. And Greg is like, look, I basically don't want to have anything to do with King. He said, let me play you a song about what I want from this situation. And he plays a little bop, okay? The song was a bop. Anybody that don't feel like it was a bop is a hater. Let me say it again. If you didn't like the song that Greg played, you're a hater. That just is what it is. But anyways, the song goes like, I just want to be free from the bull, okay? And you can fill in the rest. I was feeling like Jay-Z. I gotta get that meme, okay, where Jay-Z was, bopping to it, okay? I was like, this is a cool little bop. All right. They need to go ahead and throw a beep on there. What I say? A beep? They need to go ahead and throw a beat on there, and I'm pretty sure it would go platinum like Kendrick Lamar. But anyways, the guys, well, not the guys, it was mainly Eugene who was being hella messy, was like pressing on Greg saying, I heard that you wanted to press charges against King. Is it really that serious? And did he touch you? And Greg's like, no, but I felt attacked, basically. And I feel like doing something about it. And I'm not here for no little kids' games where you go get your homies and your SWAT team basically to handle your business. That's not how I handle business. And I completely agree with Greg. He also says basically, I feel some type of way about what happened, whether you feel like nothing happened. I am uncomfortable with the situation. And as I said, until it happens to you, everything is copacetic until it happens to you. But when it happens to you, things become chaotic. Okay, no pun intended, but things become out of control because you were attacked, whether it was physically or verbally. Okay, this grown man charged at another man in a manner where he was planning on physically attacking him. And the only reason why he did not was because of Shaq. I think his name is Shaq, not Shaquille O'Neal Shaq, but I don't know how you pronounce it. But if Shaq wasn't there, King would have got through and probably seriously hurt Greg. I don't believe Greg would have came out victorious in that fight, but you never know. You never know. Just because you look big and you are big and in shape and you got that body doesn't mean that you win every fight. I think I just saw something where Mark Zuckerberg did a UFC fight and none of us knew that this nigga knew Jiu-Jitsu. Okay? None of us knew that. And so I think Mark was like, I wish anybody would try. Does Mark Zuckerberg walk around with bodyguard? I don't think so. And I think that's the reason. I don't think he has anything to fear. But anyway, Mark has nothing to do with this video. So Greg plays the song and Eugene is cracking up, laughing about it. And I don't think any resolution came from this meeting. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please put it in the comments. Did you guys hear Greg say, yes, we can move forward with King? Yes, I'm willing to sit down with King and discuss what happened. I think the only thing I heard Greg say was, I want him to go to jail. And I think the guys and the ladies have a problem with that. And they're calling Greg, excuse my language, but bitch made, is because they expect for him to have fought to the death and not call the police on him. I think they also feel like they don't want to see a black man in jail. And that's understandable. None of us want to see our people in shackles because of what it represents and the stigma it has on it, right? And I can understand that. But we also know the saying of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And I think as a grown person, I'm not here for rolling around on the ground. My body hurts already just going to the gym. Okay, so you think I want to roll around with you on the ground too? And then if I pull a muscle or dislocate something, child, I might want to take you out. Okay, outside to the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't here for it. At this big age of mine. And so Greg is way older than me. I'm the same age as Sweet D. So it's like, child, you think I'm about to roll around with you on the ground? No. I wouldn't be mad if Greg started walking around, asserting his Second Amendment rights. I would not be mad about it. And if King wanted to bust that move, he would be busted on. So, anyways, the ladies get together with Sweet Tea to see where she is positioned with the situation and see what her mind is. And Sweet Tea really doesn't give us any information because she wants to check in with Greg and see to make sure they're on the same page. I didn't say something in the last video that I want to say now. Toya is mad because Sweet Tea is following her husband and she mad because Sweet Tea not like her and being the dominant masculine one, the leader in their relationship. And you can say that I'm wrong, and I love Toya because she's Aries team, but that heifer really do be dominating. I was gonna say dominating Eugene. For a woman to say to her big husband, shut your ass up, that tells me you have no respect for him. And then you spend all his money. You spend all his money. I would like to know, is Toya getting a check or is Eugene getting a check? Because it's called Married to Medicine. She would be the one that's married to medicine. But then there's doctors as well. So I'm just like, wouldn't it switch off whoever is the married person that's married to the medicine, the doctor? Wouldn't they be the ones to get the check? So in this sense, wouldn't Cecil be the one to get the check and not Dr. Simone? But I'm thinking too deep into it. Basically, it's just a spinoff of Real Housewives or something. Okay, Real Housewives of Medicine. Okay. Anywho, Toya is upset because she wants Sweet Tea to say, I want you guys to fight for me. That was the other thing I noticed. I said, Toya wants Sweet Tea to beg her to support her. So she wants her to get down on her knees and say, I want to be here. I want this. I just want to be with the group and da 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 da. The same way that Quad was begging, basically, Quad was begging to be in the group. She was like, please, I just want to work on our relationship or whatever, putting on the goddamn theatrics. And Sweet Tea does not need the show. Like, Sweet Tea and Greg don't need the show. They have money. I'm not saying that they make more money than the show, but it's like an extra check. Okay. I think me personally, I would choose peace and happiness over chaos. Like that was like Simone said, that was the most chaotic situation that happened on the franchise. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, I would disagree with her because I just thought about it. Toya and Mariah got into a physical altercation. But guess what? Toya wasn't exited off the show. Mariah was the executive producer, so she could not exit herself off the show. She don't run nothing, but she was not exited off the show. And kudos to Mariah because she still get a check from that show. Okay. So I just don't understand how they want to exclude Sweet Tea and Greg for something they didn't do. Toya comes to the conclusion that Sweet Tea didn't take accountability of anything that happened that day. What was she supposed to take accountability of that day? Because if I recall, Sweet Tea didn't really do anything. I do remember her calling out Heavenly about something, but that had nothing to do with King and Greg. I do recall her trying to speak up for herself. So I don't understand what accountability she would be taking in that situation. If anything, she was on the receiving end of an attack in both situations on both days. So I don't understand. Please, somebody explain to me in the comments where Sweet Tea and Greg needed to take accountability. If anybody else recall, Quad turned her big forehead ass around. Excuse me. Quad turned her big forehead self around and started talking to Greg and her and Sweet Tea, and talking about she was gonna decorate, be the decorator of their baby shower. I'ma make it nice and whatever other catty bull crap she was saying. And Greg was tired of it. Greg she was like trying to boast. And another thing is, I don't understand, why did they think it was a good idea to have Quad and King in front of Greg and Sweet Tea? Who did the seating? That's the person we need to talk to. Who did the seating for that event? Because it just ain't adding up, boo. It ain't adding up. Like, I don't understand why anybody would have thought they would have got along. You know that Quad gonna say some messy crap. I would rather them have a discussion across the way, because then it's not like Quad's talking under her breath sometimes. And that's why Sweet Tea began to respond like, I'm happy for you too. If they were across the way, if they were across the way from each other, I don't think Sweet Tea would have been able to hear half of the crap that Quad said. Greg wouldn't have been able to hear half of the crap that Quad said. And then on top of that, when Greg said you need to shut your mouth, King would have definitely heard it, because he act like he didn't hear anything. He act like, but he turned around when Greg said it. As the production edited, the editors did it that way, you know. But he got boastful the next day. But I just don't understand where the accountability needed to be coming from. The only person that needed to take accountability was Quad and King, because they were the aggressors. They were the antagonizers. And I'm not saying King, but if you want to sit up there and say King and Quad are one and he's offending his woman and all this stuff, then I'm lumping them together. They were the aggressors. Okay? The antagonizers, right? Hold on a second. Maybe hold on a second. Okay, my bad. Anywho. So I forgot where I was left off. But basically, Toya tries to inquire about why Greg wants to press charges against King, and Sweet Tea tells her that's my business. And I feel like Toya was bothered, rubbed the wrong way, because Sweet Tea wasn't trying to let Toya in on what was going on with her. And I think I agree with Sweet Tea. It's none of your business what goes on between me and my husband. And like I said, I'll check in with him and get back with you. We'll get back with you later. And so she made a decision, right? Toya made a decision right then and there that she wasn't going to support Sweet Tea and also be in line with the group to push Greg and Sweet Tea out. I don't agree with that. I'm not here for it. And I don't understand why Quad would be in agreement of it when she was treated the same way and she was sitting her big forehead self on that couch crying about the same thing. I just want to rehash my relationship with everybody. But you think it's okay? You think it's okay to do it to somebody else? Like I said, it's all good when it's done to somebody else. But when it's done to you, it's a problem. Anyways, I know when Toya said that, Sweet Tea was like, I know Sweet Tea was over it. Okay. She was like, child, please. Oh, well. And I think I already said it. Sweet Tea and Greg don't need the money. So, anyways, the ladies have a sit down with Quad. Quad invites the ladies over. And she talked about, let's not talk about the past, but Toya can't let nothing go. And so she started bringing it up, easing it on up in there. And the funny thing is, though Toya is choosing Quad in a situation, Toya is still expecting Sweet Tea to show up to her anniversary party. Ain't that some bull? Ain't that some bull crap? That's crazy. I'm like, nah. That ain't how it work, boo-boo. You either on this person's side. That's why I'm like, her loyalty fluctuates. It fluctuates. But anyways, so Toya tells Quad that she supports her full-heartedly. And I don't understand why, because Quad hasn't took accountability of anything that happened that night. I don't remember. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, please. I'm always here to be corrected. But did Quad say that she did anything wrong that night or the next day? I don't think Quad really did anything that day where Greg was charged at, but definitely the night before, which spilled over to the next day, she was the aggressor. She was the antagonizer. So I'm just trying to figure out what did she take accountability of? And then Simone was talking about some King took accountability. When? I don't remember King ever apologizing to Greg, the person he charged at, the person he attacked. I don't know why he would have to apologize to y'all. The only thing he would need to apologize about is the fact that he ruined the trip a little bit. But he definitely did something to someone. Not many, but one. And I think it's delusional to sit up there and say that these people took accountability. But hey, bandwagoners are going to be bandwagoners. Okay. I can't stand no bandwagon. It irks my nerves. People just jump on the bandwagon just because they want to be a part of a group, a collective. I don't agree with this episode, but that's enough. Okay. Let's move on. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. I really don't care about the other reunions. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I remember anything exciting happening. First episode, they talk about Karen. At the end of the reunion, they talked about Karen. The second one, Mia cried the whole time and eventually just left. Okay. It wasn't giving nothing for me. Okay. The outfits were cute. Shout out to Funky Dineva. Now let's just get into the juicy part. Before I get into the juicy part, please comment, like, if you think this was the best reunion of all time. Subscribe if you've seen better. Because I definitely don't agree with Andy when he says this was the best reunion of all times. I don't think so. Moving on. So it's found out that Stacey paid TJ to be on the show. That Stacey owes TJ some money. He said, "Run me my money." Happy Eddie comes out and confirms the allegation. But Stacey is saying, I want to see it for myself. Now, like I was saying, Stacey, Toya, and Robin are Aries. So I'm more supportive and wanting to see them win, right? Because I am a fellow Aries. But I get secondhand embarrassment from Stacey when she says it over and over. Let me see it. Let me see it. I want to see it. I want to see it for myself. And she still does nothing after seeing it. She does not call TJ and check his ass and be like, mother, woo, child.
This is no crowning. This is a crowning. How you like me now? Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch.
I couldn't even get a rebuke, Jesus. I couldn't even get a rebuke. Okay. I'm just like, say something, Toya. Say something, girl. No, not Toya. Stacey. Because it's like you making this man letting this man make you look like a fool right now. A fool. And Stacey was like, he said that? Nah, where is that? Where is that? Hold on. Hold on. Where is that? I know I got there we go. Stacey like he said that? He said that? Okay. Yeah, but she failed to call and how do you say it? I forgot the word. She failed to call and hash things out right there in the public eye. You know, and I agree with Wendy when she said, you know, it's better for you to do that right now than later because then everybody's going to think you're lying. But when we sit back and really analyze the season, right? When we really sit back and analyze the season, and I'm going to just say this now because I don't remember saying it the last time. I agree with AJ. He said it first. I wanted to say it first because I didn't look at no reviews or anything on this reunion or any of the reality shows. I haven't really been watching any reviews as far as Bonnie Blue, Funky Dineva, and I don't think he really do any more reviews on the reality shows. And if you do, you have to be subscribe to his Patreon. Go subscribe to that. I think his reviews are amazing. I've been watching him for a long time. I enjoy his reviews. Or anybody else's. I don't know who else do reality checks, but I haven't watched any, right? And so I watched the Watch What Happens Live episode because it comes on right after Married to Medicine. And AJ said, and I'm just going to echo what he said, but I was thinking it when I was watching the episode. If Stacey paid this man to be her love interest, she paid for that. Did she pay this man $20 or something? Because that's what it was given. It was giving not interested, not emotionally interested, not sexually definitely interested, right? And he kept blaming his Christianity, his morals, which I respected. I was here for it. I was like, yes, finally a man who is willing to have morals over desires, right? But I didn't think about it. But AJ said it. He said he was here for camera time, basically, because he's an actor, and AJ said he's an actor too. And so it's hard out here to get on, you know, with the movies, scripts and everything. I think I keep calling this man JT. I think TJ is a great looking guy. I like the shirt. I think he has a beautiful smile, height and everything. The hair, it could do something else. But I think he looks amazing. I've never seen him act. They said he was in a show, Grey's Anatomy, I think. I don't watch that. And okay, all right, don't beat me up. All right, calm it down. All right, I don't watch that. I don't watch it. But but uh, I, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to see him in a movie or something. I've never seen him act before. But for him, okay, let me get back to my original point. I don't believe Stacey paid TJ to act like a donkey. I don't believe Stacey paid him at all because he was acting a donkey. He did not like Stacey at all. So where is this payment? He hasn't came out with any receipts. And if he does come out with receipts, we do know that technology exists, right? AI exists. Doctoring documents exist, right? So we got to use our big girl, big boy brains. Like, it just didn't sound right to me when they said Stacey paid him. Now, if Stacey would have came out and said, "Yeah, I did," I'd be like, "Girl, how much did you pay him to act like that? What did you pay him for?" Like, I thought maybe he was talking about, and maybe this will help him with his credibility, but I thought he was talking about, okay, because he said she paid me to be on the show. They had a doggy show. Remember that doggy model thing, whatever? I think he was talking about that show. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe she didn't pay him to co-host the show with her, right? I hope that's what it is. But Andy, tried every which way for clarity. Like, is there anything that you should have paid him for? And she said no. But I'm just like, it has to be the doggy show because that's the only thing that they did together where she asked him to do something. She asked him to do something with her. And so if that's the case, I can totally understand it. But the way he's wording it is as if he's saying on the reality show. So I hope that TJ comes back out and says, no, I was talking about the doggy show. If not, I just suggest he be quiet because I think that could basically wreck his career because your credibility has been in shambles. Like, it kills your credibility. Even as a business person, like, you're trying to ruin somebody else's career, somebody else's livelihood. This woman has a child to provide for, a household to provide for, herself to provide for, and you're trying to take her income away from her and discredit her reality, her authentic self, and try to say that she's not who she portrayed herself to be on this season. I don't personally believe TJ. So y'all could believe him if y'all want to until there's any evidence that corroborates his claim. I just don't believe it. And like me, or should I say like AJ and I are saying, she paid him to do what? Act like that? That type of behavior? Girl, get your money back then. She don't owe him anything because he didn't give off great acting skills. Anyways, that's it for Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh, let me say one more thing. I think I already said it. Karen, with this whole thing of having a driver, she should have kept that driver. You knew you were going to be drinking. You were upset about the allegations against you about cheating. Excuse me. I don't care if I was accused of cheating. Guess what? I would have a driver if I know I'm going to be drinking, especially if my husband is providing me with a driver. But I'm surprised that Karen got 2 years in prison. 2 years, 1 suspended. But any time in prison is astonishing to me. Like, what? Are you serious? I thought they would at least consider her age and be like, okay, we can't do this to this old woman. I'm pretty sure if she was a palm skin, that she definitely would have got 60 days. Okay, suspended. Okay, they could have at least gave her probation for 2 years, 1 year suspended, but they literally took her into custody and snatched her wig off. Child, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I ain't gonna incriminate myself. I was gonna tell y'all something, but I ain't gonna let y'all throw no stones at me. I'm not gonna let you throw no stones at me. Okay, moving on. Let me move on before I tell my business. Let me just say this. You commit a crime, nigga, don't get caught doing a crime. Anyways. What was it? Oh, Southern Charm, finally. Okay, look. I had a video I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if it's gonna come up. Okay. I don't know if it will show. Let me see. You know, if they want somebody to pay $60 on the StreamYard, they could at least allow you to pause the stream and come back to it. But that's just my suggestion. Give me my 10% if y'all do. Let me see if it will come up or it's gonna act stupid. I couldn't download it because I edited this video from two episodes ago, and I'm mad. I can't download it. I can't put it on my file, so I gotta do it the ghetto way and show y'all the ghetto way of how to do it. Maybe I could just do the sound. Let me see if the sound will just work, because I ain't even trying to do all this. I at least want to show my creation now. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Let me see if you can hear the sound on the video, though. Hold up. Let me tell you something. I haven't been on my social media as far as Instagram, Facebook. I really don't even do Twitter because y'all be having the POR and the rest on there, and I'm not trying to look at that stuff. Let me look. How you go to it? Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can hear it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You know what? I didn't even introduce myself. Oh, well, I guess. It's okay. Okay, my sound is fine. Let me see if I can hear the video.
Crazy. Good. All right, Luke just texted me there outside. Can you pour me a little bit of this?
Okay, you can hear the sound. Okay, I'm going to just play the sound and leave it at that, okay? Because I'm really not about to try to show y'all this video and it's stagnant and all this stuff because of the StreamYard, and it's really not my connection. I'm planning on getting another computer anyways, but let me play the sound. Give me a second to get it together. My bad, y'all. Pull this up. Let's see if I can turn it up higher. Turn my volume up higher.
Crazy. Good. All right, Luke just texted me there outside. Can you pour me a little bit of this? Some ice? You're gonna need. Yeah, I never disliked it, G. But in deference to also always, have Austin's back. Plus, obviously, what then 3 months on her, has been confirmed that You actually did call you a bitch? I'm assuming it's true, but I don't know.
I've been on the outs with the group now for a month. What kind of food you got?
So, let me see.
Barbecue. So I want pins and needles.
So, I didn't believe, and I know I'm 3 weeks behind, but I'm going to do it because I did the work 3 times. Okay. And this was like my favorite episode. But anyways, I don't believe JT called Miss Pat, I think, Miss Patricia. Miss Pat. I don't believe that JT called Miss Patricia a B, right? I don't believe that's in his vocabulary. I haven't seen him give off that type of energy. So Craig is a goddamn liar, okay? And he is not to be trusted. I don't recall JT saying that that JT and Madison were engaging in an affair and that her husband believed they engaged in an affair. I don't believe JT said that. He did allude to it was kind of weird and what is he thinking, like they're messing around or something because she was wearing his clothes, something like that. He did allude to something, but he definitely didn't say that Miss Patricia was a B. And I wish Greg would have corrected that, especially after what's his name? What's his name? I'm sorry. The stupid noise. After Shep corrected him and said, I didn't hear JT say that. But people still believe Craig over Shep. That's what's crazy. Until he said it for, I think, the 3rd time that he didn't say that. And so, and I'm going to go back and forth between this episode, the second one after this, and this week, or last week's episode, okay?
Well, we are homies, so this is reintroduction.
Please don't spell that. I'm sorry, you're making me very nervous. I'm trying to. You don't have to do that. It doesn't matter. You're being. Shake it up. You can number? What's that? It's a place. I'm assuming this is a chef. I would assume that you're right. Eating chicken around. Can I get you a drink, Taylor? I was wanting a drink. I thought you were half-eating chicken, so no right in there. You just get a plate for just yourself? Oh my gosh, I get 10 plates. Oh. Thanks, Uber. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, nice food. I'll help you get plates.
So the interaction, I wish you guys could see it. It's so good. But the interaction between Taylor and JT is very awkward because, JT told her that he loved her and he wanted to be with her and she rejected him basically and got what a loser. Okay. And it's going to be sad, but I would have enjoyed seeing Taylor and JT together. At this time, I would have loved to see JT and Taylor together. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got a hater. But anywho, so I would have loved to seen that, right? But it didn't happen, so I'm not mad. I just found it was very awkward. Their interaction was very awkward.
your one.
Champagne?
For right now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, champagne. Thank you.
Watch out.
Now, two things. Taylor was not pleased to see, oh girl, I don't know her name right now. I'm sorry. But she wasn't pleased to see her. And she wasn't pleased to see, I guess, I'm sorry. Taylor wasn't pleased to see oh girl. And then Shep, I think, was so rude in this moment. Okay, he said, watch out. Instead of saying, excuse me, and I said, that's the privilege in him. Because what do you mean, watch out? Okay, who you talking to like that? I think you couldn't do that to people like Vanita. Okay, watch out. Okay.
How have you been?
I know, it's been a while, but
Sorry.
been good.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Just staying busy.
It's unhot, but
Oh,
yeah.
leave it on.
No, I don't care. It's just us.
Your
Yeah.
armpit sweat?
Do you mind? We're just friends. Yeah.
So
Yeah, she didn't like that. And JT was over it. He was like, he's doing this reverse psychology, I believe. He like, you didn't want me, so guess what? I can care less what you think about me. And that's gonna make her like him more, right? Also Taylor is like saying like, yeah, I got it. I didn't want you. Sure. And I believe also JT is doing this because he knows the type of man that Taylor is with. So he knows that he's better than the type of man that Taylor is with. So he's really digging in deep. Like, you chose that over me. And let me tell you something. I'm going to repeat it again. Before, I didn't know how attractive JT was. And I said this in my previous reviews. Go back and check it. JT looks like a off Tom Cruise when he had that get up on. Okay, he was looking very attractive. He still does look attractive. He's in shape. He can do a few things. Okay, I'm sure he can. Okay, and he's a gentleman. He's respectable of himself. Number one.
we haven't seen each other obviously since the horse race.
Yeah,
And I used to go play.
shaded it. Like, you didn't say goodbye to
I
it.
did. So, I'm glad that your scab is healing.
So I'm getting out, and my scab is going. This conversation is really good.
Yeah, your scab is good. It was looking good.
Thank you. I'll like you better too.
So the conversation is strenuous. Okay. They don't even know how to interact with each other. I think JT is fine, but also too, he's not able to interact with Taylor because of the feelings he had and his rejection and the fact that he has something on his chest that he needs to get off, right? Taylor, I don't know what the hell the point is of this conversation. She's just reaching for eggs and lollipops right now. I don't know what the point of this conversation was, but they tried to create a scene together, but it doesn't work because she's not ishing on JT, but just telling him like he said,
I'm getting out, and my scab is going. This conversation is really good.
Yeah.
So it's really not working for any of us. But let's move on.
So
you've been good, right? You've been good?
I've been good.
Well, I'm trying to be delicate, but I know so much about Sally and Gaston's relationship. I do know. It was months long.
No, it was not.
So Taylor feels like there was only a fling between Sally, we found out her name, Sally, and Gaston. I'm upset because Gaston is not there to speak for himself. because he knows he refuses to come around the group because he knows that he's going to be aired out. Okay. I feel like if you have nothing to hide, you don't mind confronting any situation, but he's refusing to. So I definitely believe JT in this situation. And whether it was months long or a day long, if it was a day long, I don't think it would be that serious, or a couple of weeks, right? I can still say that Gaston engaged into some type of sexual activity with Sally. Okay. And so you need to take that into consideration. But moving on, let's see what JT tells her.
She was in love with him.
Okay.
I'm like, love. She loved him after months, not years, but months. That sounds like some 20 stuff. Okay. Love. Okay. It takes years to really, really love someone. Infatuation. I could agree with that. Matized, you put in that other word, dictionary matized. Okay. But no, she definitely was not in love. But I appreciate you, JT, for taking her feelings into consideration.
Okay, well maybe she was in love with him.
And it was
And maybe that's why she's dragging his name, because she's not over it.
Just say something and you're going to do this. Because no, he's cheating on myself with Sally.
No, I'm not doing that, JT. We're not bashing my boyfriend. Period. No, stop. What's going on? He's being an asshole, just like this one.
So Taylor is upset that JT is airing out Gaston, and so she don't want to hear the truth. Instead, she wants somebody to tell her lies and feed on to the BS. Hold on, let me make sure the sound is good. Okay, the sound is good. She's refusing to listen, so she's attacking JT and Sally, who didn't say nothing. She ain't said nothing. She just the innocent bystander at the party, and I don't respect Taylor for that, because you're trying to kick somebody while they're down. Like, she didn't do anything to you, and she's trying to just be succinct into the group. Okay.
This is the diabolical that everyone's experiencing with JT. I have not. I told her his name would not be in my mouth, and I have not been in my mouth since the party.
You're not going to like me for this. Stop. Keep talking about people having affairs. I'm not doing this.
She's going to deny this stuff. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do.
I don't know if being an arbiter of truth makes you a bad person, but I do care about Taylor, her well-being, her future. So I'm coming at this with no agenda for myself, but only so that I can make sure that as she proceeds with her own decision-making from here, that she has the information.
Now, I do agree with JT. Well, he didn't really say anything, but I would have to answer his question when he said, let me see if I could pull it back up, where he says,
Makes you a bad person.
yeah.
Makes you a bad person. Being an arbiter of truth makes you a bad person.
Yes, it does. When you tell the truth about someone or something, and everyone else is on the fictitious bandwagon, you will be excluded. You will be deemed an outsider. or gaslit, right? You will be made to seem like you're crazy for believing in the truth when everybody else is like, no, let's just believe in this fictitious right now. Let's believe that Gaston is really in love with Taylor and their relationship is so great and grand, and it's really not. And JT's trying to tell the truth and help her from a lot of heartache because he's seen her go through heartache with who? Shep. And he doesn't want to see her go through that again. That's low key called being a friend. And it's sad that in today's age, you cannot be a friend or tell the truth about someone. And regarding the other episodes, the other franchises, you can't even sue anybody without being called a Drake or a put. Y'all almost got me, but you didn't get me today. Like, it's ridiculous, this social norm that you guys are trying to create. But it's socially norm to hurt someone. It's normal. We don't think it's unusual to hurt someone. But it's normal. It's unnormal to hurt someone with the truth, though. Like, I don't like this generation. I don't like the way society is today.
Don't put me into this, Taylor.
Asshole, just tell the truth.
No, you're not.
What's the truth?
I'm not doing this. No.
Well, what's going on? Taylor, okay, what the hell just happened? Okay, what the hell just happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Don't put me into this, Taylor.
Asshole, just tell the truth.
So finally, Sally says something. She tells her don't bring her into it, and then JT tells her, "I'm just trying to tell you the truth." And Taylor gets all upset and she leaves.
No, you're not.
What's the truth?
I'm not doing this. No.
Well, what's going on? Taylor, okay, what the hell just happened?
JT, can you tell me what you said?
I just want to point out the fact that 3 different people asked JT what happened. 3 different people asked JT what happened. Nobody, JT was not talking. JT didn't try to sit up there and keep the conversation going about whatever Taylor didn't want to talk about. But people kept prying into the discussion. And Sally also jumped in as well. And so I guess he felt inclined to say something. I don't believe that JT needed to, but because they were pressing, I felt he felt pressured into doing it. But I just want to show you guys how is the word ironic it is later on in the conversation.
I will. I mean, she doesn't know the extent of the relationship that you have with Gaston, and it's messed up.
What was the extent of it? So,
Hold on, because I had a better edit of this part. I want to see which one did I do it on. Was it this one? I don't know. It was way better than this. Hold on. I'd rather show that one. It's so funny. Be patient, guys. Okay. I think it's right here.
asshole, just tell the truth.
No, you're not.
What's the truth?
I'm not doing this. No.
Well, what's going on? Taylor, okay, what the hell just happened?
JT, can you tell me what you said?
I will. I mean, she doesn't know the extent of the relationship that you have with Gaston, and it's messed up.
What was the extent of it? So, But then thinks it was like a summer fling.
But why does it matter, JT? Like, what's the point?
Why do you hate him so much? Because I'm like,
We said
Hold on, I don't think that was it either. I'm sorry. I did it 3 times, but I think the third time was juicy. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Oh man, sorry. Gosh darn it. Was it right here?
What's the truth there? What's going on? Okay, what the hell just happened?
JT, can you tell me what he said?
I will. I mean, she doesn't know the extent of the relationship that you have with Gaston.
What was the extent of it, Sally? Why do you hate him so much? Because I want to know.
You were the other woman, and it was a full affair.
JT told her you were the other woman and it was a full-blown affair. Okay? And Sally got her mouth open like she did that night. Okay?
But why does it matter, JT? Like, what's the point?
What do you mean? Why does it matter? You guys asked him what happened. He wasn't even talking to you, but y'all wanted to be included on the conversation. And so he included you guys in the conversation. Okay? Okay, then. Don't be mad that he answered your question. You said, what happened? What happened? What happened? He told you what happened. He really wasn't trying to tell you guys what happened.
You know what it was, Sally.
AT, but why are you doing this again?
Stop for
It's
a
not
second.
your business.
Just
It's also not your business, Craig, but you got involved by asking what happened. So how is it acceptable for you to ask what happened about somebody else who's not your girlfriend, who's not really your friend, because you later on in the episode said, other episodes say that she accused your girlfriend of cheating. So how it's so ironic that you guys broke up. But anyways, so why is this any of your business? It's like contradicting yourself. Why were you involved in another conversation?
Taylor's not your girlfriend.
She's not, I know, but she's my friend.
what are you trying to say? That I home wrecked Gaston?
You did?
I went to Royal American with my friend and Gaston was there. He was touching my leg. I had no clue he had a girlfriend. One thing led to another. We were making out in the parking garage. I sucked his a little bit.
Like I said,
Not a little bit. How do you suck dick a little bit?
I don't know, boo-boo. I don't know. I don't know. How do you? How do you? Is that how y'all get away with not being called gay? Is that just a little bit?
Then I found out they had a girlfriend. I'm owning my shit right now. I found out. Did I stop?
And then you kept going.
I kept going.
Then you were a homeworker by definition. You knew he was in a relationship and you continued to be intimate with him. Okay? You thought you were going to be the chosen. But you weren't the chosen. You were the side piece. Like JT said, he didn't say anything wrong.
Because I was already hooked at that
And he
point.
chose him.
God damn. What did I say? Dictionary-matized? Okay.
But what do you
No,
want
he
her to
didn't.
say?
He
But what's
broke
your problem,
up.
JT?
He broke up with his girlfriend, and me and him had a relationship. He met my dying grandmother at 96 years old. The last guy that she met in my life was him. You have no idea how deep it went.
I don't like the sympathy card here. And it wasn't a good deck to put down. It wasn't a good card to put down. She thought she had a Uno when she had a reverse. Okay, because I don't feel sorry for her just because she said he met her dying grandmother. Okay, and you still are a homewrecker, though. You still are a side piece. Great. He met somebody in your family. That doesn't mean that you guys were exclusive. It doesn't mean that you get this reward or honor of a girlfriend because he met your family. Plenty of side pieces meet family. Doesn't make them the main. Like, I hollered. JT was on her like white on rice, and now they ain't trying to be implying nothing.
How much that guy scored me?
Why would you hook up with him? He's not good looking. I'm just saying, he looks mid, average.
Oh man,
I'm just saying, big downgrade.
see.
This is
I'm recording.
You say stuff when it has nothing to do with you and there's no purpose.
Oh, my bad. My bad. My child was over there annoying the hell out of me. My bad. Let me go back to the video. Let me see if I can go back to where we started off at.
Okay, what the hell just happened?
JT, can you tell me?
Sorry.
Gaston was there. She was touching my leg. I had.
Sorry.
How do you say dig a little bit?
What are you trying to say? That I home wrecked Gaston?
You did?
He met my dying grandmother at 96 years old. The last guy she met in my life was him. You have no idea how deep it went and how much that got scarred me.
We don't care. I'm gonna be real with you. We don't care that he met your dying grandmother. And I'm so sorry about the edit. Like I said, I edited 3 times, and so
Why would you hook up with him? He's not good looking.
I'm just saying, he looks mid, average.
Oh man,
Big downgrade.
JT, this is everyone's problem with you. You say stuff when it has nothing to do with you. What are you getting out of it?
I think the truth would actually help Taylor. I'm looking at how you realize it.
She deals with people's lives. And this is what I've heard that she's been doing to other people. And it feels very threatening.
Sorry, Mr. Two-Faced Eyebrows and my guy. Everything he says eloquent, well articulate, except when it's the truth. And then people deserve to know.
yeah, they don't want to hear the truth though, JT. They don't want to hear it. And I feel like we all need to learn that when people are not ready for the truth, they don't want to hear it, then you don't say it. You just let that crap go, because you can't force anyone to believe you or the truth, right? It's hard to do, but you have to learn how to let it go, like Frozen.
I'm gonna tell the truth to my friends. Period. If you knew that someone was driving head on into a car accident,
What'd he say? Hold on. What'd he say?
I'm gonna tell the truth to my friends. Period. If you knew that someone was driving head on into a car accident, you could stop it. Would you say something, or let your friends get crushed?
You say it once.
A true friend just will tell you the hard truth.
I can see beyond the person he puts on in front of his group.
Oh, that looks yummy, yummy. Yes, yummy.
This was my favorite part, but let me go on to say, JT, that's basically what he did. This was the first time he told Taylor about what happened. You said you tell them once. Okay, he's telling her once. I don't think he's going to bring it up again and say, do you believe me now that Gaston is a whore or whatever? No, he said it. As long as you know, and I tried to tell you, that's all that matters. Again, Craig needs to be quiet. He needs to be quiet.
AT has to be the big man in the room.
This is a good opportunity for me to speak my side of things, and a lot of what's been said about me to the friend group has been echoed in error.
I'm not looking for it. I'm looking for truth.
It does concern me, Craig.
You made Taylor cry, you made Sally half cry.
You're a really good lawyer right now. I'm very not. It's me sticking up for you. I don't understand.
Again, not your business.
Okay, Craig.
What do you not understand about it?
Craig, you stick with
Craig is going hard for a girl that ain't even his girl, but he's still telling JT something about a woman that's not JT's girl. He's like, Taylor's not your girlfriend. Why are you talking about that? But you're going hard for Sally, who's not your girlfriend. It's still giving contradiction. Like, how about you just stay out the conversation like everybody else and be a what is it? Oh, I had the word a perspective. No. I forgot the word, but just look, observer. Okay, just do that. Okay, because you're really not offering anything to the conversation. You're just trying to attack JT for telling the truth, his truth.
You stick with that. I am nice and kind. I'm just telling the truth. That's the kind of stuff that's actually bullshit. That's the bit I got.
You bring it up again, you won't see me again.
Hey, Craig, I'm telling you, I'm sticking with the truth.
So they show JT telling Craig about what's that boy name? I don't even remember these people's name. About the other tall boy that JT got in a fight with. His name will come to me later. But that he's cheating on the girl he's with now, and he's still doing the same things, but pretending like he's faithful. And Craig walks out in defense of him, and makes up this whole lie against JT, which is crazy. Like, you was mad that JT said something about your friend, so you had to create a whole narrative about him, calling Miss P a B, and saying that he slept with Madison. Nah.
I need you to stay because I want to know, like, did he call Miss Patricia, like, about it?
No, I did not.
Say Madison was having
Did I call Miss
an affair?
Patricia the B word? I don't remember that.
So he said it here. He said it at the dinner table at Miss P's house. And he said it at in was it Jamaica? Was it Jamaica? Were they in Jamaica? I forgot. Caribbean? Okay, I don't remember. But he said it out there. And they still didn't take Shep's word for facts, and still proceeded to try to exclude JT and stone him to death. Okay, tried to stone this man for telling the truth. It just didn't make no sense to me. And they never checked Craig. They never said, Craig, you know, what is this? Why are you telling lies on JT? They didn't come into defense for JT to me. They just allowed him to drown. And I understand Vanita didn't want to jump in and try to rescue JT in this episode, in the episodes after this, because all it would do is she would also be dog pal instead of being able to be inclusive in the group and try to turn the narrative around against him or away from him, which is why in the last episode that just happened, Vanita was like, I've never known JT to speak like that. And so she started to try to change the narrative of JT. I think people just want JT out of the group and they can't stand him that much. That's just my opinion about it.
Madison was having
Did I call Miss
an
Patricia
affair.
the B word? I don't remember that. Thank you, Shep. Craig, thanks. I did not call your mother the B word. I'm getting gaslit.
Yes, he is.
Out of here. Really.
Can I say something? Yes.
I think you've told Taylor what a lot of people in her life are unable or unwilling to tell her, which is that the wake that her boyfriend has left as far as women is nobody's like, you know what, he's a good guy. No one, like everybody's like double middle finger. But there's different ways to skin a cat, man.
Yeah, I heard it. Everybody does need friends like you.
Yeah, you trying to tell Shep that the way you did things, Ava, and what's her name? I forgot. Leva. Leva talking about, yeah, do it the way Shep would do it. Don't say nothing. Let her figure it out on her own. Not just throw it in her face or just throw it on her spontaneously. Like either way it went, she was going to be upset because she was already hearing the rumors about Gaston. She didn't want to hear. She didn't want to hear from her own stepmother. She didn't want to hear from anybody. So when she was going to have that birthday party, Gaston was going to be there, and everybody else was going to be there, and they were going to be questioning him and bringing out the truth. And she didn't want that. She just wants to live in her fairy tale. And I get that you should support your friends in this delusion, but I don't think it's helpful at all.
If he's making her happy, then we're all
See?
just going to be
Leva,
there.
I need to just, Leva, I'm not coming hot on you, but I gotta be honest with you. If I have a friend who's on heroin or an alcoholic, I'm not saying that alcohol or that heroin makes you happy, I'm gonna turn a blind eye. I'm not gonna enable, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, he makes you happy even though he's an absolute dog. No, I'm gonna be like, hey, stop drinking, stop doing heroin, stop. Like, here's the
I don't
truth.
think what you
Why does everyone say don't tell people the truth? What is this? This facade. Like, it is just a facade, man. Where the truth is now the bad guy.
I don't think his intentions were bad.
Okay, my favorite part is coming up. Let me just speak on the most recent episode. I feel bad for Shep that him and his girlfriend, our friend, is not working out, and he's like really being love bombed. But I also feel like he is getting a taste of his medicine, and that maybe in the future he'll learn how to respect himself and women that he deals with, and take his feelings and emotions and their feelings and emotions seriously instead of playing on them and acting like, oh, I don't care, it's not that serious or whatever. I definitely think karma has came back and bit his ass in the heart for what he did to Taylor, and Taylor got a front row seat of it. And that's how it works. Vengeance is the Lord, and it always comes back full circle. But also, Taylor is going to get hers back for messing around with oh boy, who I still can't figure out his name. Behind Olivia's back, right? And I do miss Olivia, but I understand she's going through a grieving process. I don't understand how Olivia is hurt about her brother and what happened. Taylor's brother ended up passing away too, and I think a car accident. But she's not grieving as hard as Olivia, and that's nothing. People grieve differently, so I'm not taking away from it. I don't think I would have came back to the show though, like Olivia. I no, but that's just my opinion. I don't think Craig is being Shep's friend in this situation as far as when it comes to his girlfriend. I think he's kicking him while he's down and thinking he's just supposed to get over it. I wonder how Craig is behaving now that him and his girlfriend is broken up. If he's gotten back on the bandwagon of drinking every night, trying to hook up with girls and stuff. Or is he still running his business? Has he gone into a downward spiral? If he's moping, I want to know how his behavior is now, because again, life go around in circle, and you were talking about Shep, and now you're in the same predicament as Shep, except your relationship was a bit longer, right? But still, you should have sympathy and empathy for any and everybody, because you never know when it's your turn. Okay. So I think Craig was a jerk. I'm surprised that Austin, finally it came to me, Austin was supportive. I'm surprised. But it's like really kicking a dog while he's down. Like he's hurt and you're going to kick him. But Craig hasn't been a good friend this whole season. I'm going to be real.
I don't think his intentions were bad. No.
I don't know. I'm man of honor. I'm always going to do like that. And I'll stand up to bullies and you don't see it in 1 second. You said it was
I like Vanita and JT's interaction, okay? Their energy, their body language is giving me everything I want, okay? I am Vanita and Vanita is me, okay? And I want to see Vanita with JT, okay? I was here for this. I was here for this interaction. It's almost over. It's a minute left. But I was so excited. I said, wait a minute now. Where is y'all in a relationship now? I was like, yes, I like this.
To Craig's point, you guys supposedly had this good fishing trip, and now his feelings are hurt because you're doing something that you said you weren't going to do. And
That was real. That was real. And that bothers him. And that doesn't bother you. But it bothers some people in this family.
But Taylor can't handle it, I don't think. And at what point, and we know she can't handle it, when do you not let that be the thing that's like driving the conversation?
That was my first time. So maybe next time, no, but for right now, I told the truth. I don't tell any good friend that I care about.
Okay, so saying that, when you, if Taylor comes back again, are you going to say anything to her along the lines of like, I'm sorry?
We're not going to say I'm sorry for telling the truth. Okay? Anybody who's saying sorry for telling the truth, I tell my child all the time, you don't need to say sorry unless you actually hurt someone. And I mean that physically. Okay? And I do understand, we make mistakes. I say, my bad, but saying sorry every 5, no. Especially when it's the truth, you are delusional. But the Bible says, even when you feel like you are not wrong or you have not wronged someone, still apologize. I'm still working. Jesus is still working on me.
Just to like clear the air so you're no longer outside of the
I don't care about outside. I know, I love you. I don't care. If she wants to come, we can talk, but I want to stand for goodness. That's the kind of guy I am. For you and for all people that are real.
Right.
I hear you, though. No matter what happens with me in the spring group, I want you to know I care about you.
The level of stress you provide for me is,
Hey, that's a good friend, right? They tell you the real stuff.
So I enjoyed their little banter together. I definitely saw the chemistry between them. I'm glad I was able to at least let you guys listen to my edit. But later on, it's found out that JT is in a relationship or dealing with another woman that is white, and it doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. But I was really hoping to see JT and Vanita get together and start a new journey. What I don't like, well, what I do like, let me say that, is the fact that JT did come forth and say that he was dealing with someone and he wasn't willing to lead Vanita along. That he was not willing to engage in any type of inappropriate relationship with her and this woman at the same time. I like that about JT. What I am disappointed about is that this whole time, like Vanita said, that he was flirting and kind of acting inappropriate this entire time, beknownst to her, and knowing that he was already in a relationship, causing her to be emotionally committed to whatever may come, and also expose herself to him that she has feelings to him. Another thing I don't like is Vanita pushing herself up on him, trying to force him to choose her. And it's always a triangle. You like someone, they like someone else. And it doesn't really matter about the someone else, whoever they like, right? But it's always a triangle. And it happened to JT himself, where he liked Taylor, Taylor liked Shep, Taylor wanted Shep, and it really didn't matter who Shep wanted, right? Because he was toying with Taylor's feelings. But I don't think Vanita should throw herself at JT. I think Vanita should allow JT to explore in that relationship or in any other relationship that he wants to. And if he wants her, he will come back to her. But throwing yourself at him more is not going to make him want you more. I don't like her going to his room in a misleading way, making it seem like they were doing something inappropriate, which she tells us that she tried to get physical with him and he pushed her off of him. It makes you look bad, Vanita. It makes you look bad. It makes you look desperate, girl. And you ain't got nothing to be desperate about. Like, she looks so happy. I love her smile when she's around JT. But you are beautiful. You are a catch. And if he don't want to catch it, somebody else will. I mean, you went from I forgot his name. I saw it for you guys. But I can understand relationships come to an end, and that's understandable. But don't be desperate, Vanita. I'm rooting for you. I hope that you guys do get together, but if you don't, there's more. There's something better out there, and still support JT and still give him your friendship. Keep your boundaries, your guards up, because you don't want to cross the lines. But if you're going to put yourself in that predicament, you're going to be labeled the same thing that Sally is being labeled. And that's just my opinion, right? A home wrecker. And you don't want to be labeled that. You don't. Monique said it best. The way you got him is the way you will lose him. And that's all I could think of when I saw Vanita throwing herself at JT. But that's my review on the Real Housewives of Potomac, Married to Medicine, and Southern Charm, Charleston. It took an hour and a half, and I'm sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please give me your perspective of the shows. Like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe I'll be back. Maybe I won't. It is what it is. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.